Hello and welcome to this episode of the Ranting Atheist podcast. Today we continue reading Job chapter 14 to 16, and Job continues to wonder why he's guilty. Then his Momo friend Eliphaz hits him with some nonsense apologetic stroke gaslighting, and Job hits him back again. So Baba is not taking shit. He's keeping him back to back, hot. Such a sad thing to watch, but anyway, if you haven't subscribed up, please consider subscribing. Apple, Spotify, Google, YouTube, and other places you find podcasts. Then check out the show notes below for links you will find useful. Also, if you want to join us for this Bible study, we do it weekly. At least we try to make it every week. So you can join us on Clubhouse. Check out the show notes below for the links. So now let's go and read Job chapter 14, 15, and 16. Okay, my people, we are welcome. So today we are reading the book of Job. We are continuing the dick riding story.
Amen.
So let's see where it takes us today. So I will start with 14. Who wants to read 15?
Okay, I go read 16.
So now only 3 chapters today. Everybody, if you feel there's something you need to clarify as one is reading, just feel free to interrupt. So
if the spirit touches you.
Exactly.
Why is the spirit touching people? The spirit likes to touch you and like the priest.
The spirit fingers you, self. React.
Like he touched me, like he touched Mary. Give the
fingers you your bum, your butthole. React. So the Holy Spirit does not do consent, unfortunately. So I'm sorry. Ask Mary. Where were we? Job chapter 14, from verse 1 to 22. Okay, here we go. No title. How frail is humanity? How short is life? How full of trouble? We blossom like a flower and then wither. Like a passing shadow, we disappear quickly. Or rather, we quickly disappear. Oh, fuck. I know they see word again. Must you keep an eye on such a frail creature and demand an accounting of me? Who can bring purity out of an impure person? No one. You can have decided the length of our lives. You have decided the length of our lives. You know how many months we will live. Wait. Can you see? Wait. This is pointing to low, very short lifespan. When someone is talking in months, why you not talk years?
They will say that human beings. They will say human
for
beings
900 years.
How many months are in 900 years?
Let's even think about this thing. These Christian people will be saying that, and we used to live long in the past. But the statistics, the science shows us that in the past, our forefathers going to live past 30 years.
That time it was even worse. Safe. We should be happy now.
Maybe that's why they felt the urge to exaggerate. Who knows?
At least we have vaccines now. Back then it was horrible.
Like I don't know how these people can confidently say that people in the past, where there were no vaccines, where there were not disease everywhere, were living for 900 years.
900.
And Corona came now.
It says so in the Bible, so it must be true.
Your organs will begin to fail at a particular point. Like at a particular point, your organs will begin to fail. No matter if you like eat grass from morning to night. If you like don't be. These people, I don't know how they
feel covered by the blood of Jesus. Please.
900.
Just imagine those that have like
don't die.
Appendix problem back then.
Imagine appendix.
And these people will say this thing with confidence. Meanwhile, if you remember in Psalms, David said, the years of a man are 70. 70 standard. David was like 79 standard. Where did 900 come from? And 10. His score is 20.
20. So 60.
Yeah, 3 score and 10. So that's 70 years.
70.
David was, He said that after
That's
that.
long life. That's Methuselah years.
It's the Bible that is still contradicting itself now because
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
I was saying that's Methuselah, that lineage where we already only live for 900 years. It's only for
it's a different person that wrote it. So everybody is just bringing their, it was a Nicene council that brought everything together. So everybody, they were not tapping for the Holy Spirit. It's so obvious that the Holy Spirit was not involved in this shit. So there's no synchronization.
I'm sure the person that wrote that 900 years was high. Or maybe the person was just delusional.
Of course, weed was involved.
Or maybe he meant 900 months.
I think more like
maybe the Negro meant 900 months or something.
Wait, what was 900 months in years now?
It's not long, but it's not long.
900 months.
900 months is
by 12.
like, no, it's actually like 75 years old. It's actually like 75. What if it's 900 months that they were trying to say now?
And maybe the standard of year of months, what we count as months, what they used to count as years. I said it that time that the way they used to count years then may have been different. So
yeah, it may have been really different. Probably
who knows?
a year
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
It wasn't different. It wasn't different. They started using our years before the Bible. It wasn't different.
No, I don't think all calendars. But you guys know
that's true. Is it Gregorian? The Gregorian calendar?
Yeah, the Gregorian calendar would not have been in effect at that time.
So could it be interpreted it in Gregorian years or something?
Because for one, for the mere fact that Gregorian calendar is called months.
This already like
everybody used 24 hours. This is the key thing about like time in those days. Everybody used 24 hours because of the sun setting and the sun this thing. But like when it comes to years, they usually did it like as per seasons, as per how many seasons passed before this thing. So that there are some, like in all those Roman places, like they have like standard 4 seasons that they will see like 4 months or so. But even then, like for the most part, before we have the Gregorian calendar with 12 months, it was actually, I think, 10. Because if you notice, October is supposed to be 8, but it's month 10. So it was Julius and Augustus that now put themselves in the middle for month 7 and 8 and push the rest back to make it 12. Even some calendars used to include 13.
But still, how do you get from... Go on, finish.
From 900 to 70.
Even some people were of the opinion that they should use 13 months. 13 months, that will be for 4 weeks. So it will be more...
extra salary now.
So the calendar would be like standard. If you notice 12 months, like you have uneven days and all that. February has like uneven days. But like if you have... But to be honest, I don't know what kind of calendar it is. If anybody knows.
It still doesn't.
But even if it's 10 months, 900 years...
and that time, like, if you see someone that is, let's say, 100 years old, you will see how worn out he is. Like, you will see.
Look at Tinubu now. Look at Tinubu. Look at Tinubu. He's claiming 69. Claiming 69. Look at him.
Of course, Tinubu is claiming 69.
Bust my head, though. Tinubu owned the bust my head, though. That guy, I beg.
Now on a different matter for Matthias. Me will move on.
Na demon, na they chop Tinubu.
Oh yeah, verse 5. You have decided the length of our lives. You know how many months we will live, and we are not given a minute longer. So leave us and let us rest. We are like hired hands. So let us finish our work in peace. Even a tree has more hope. If it is cut down, it will sprout again and grow new branches. Though its roots have grown old in the earth and its storms decay, at the scent of water, it will bud and sprout again like a new seedling. But when people die, their strength is gone. They breathe their last, and then where are they? As water evaporates from a lake and the river disappears in drought, people are laid to rest and do not rise again. Until the heavens are no more, they will not wake up, nor be roused from their sleep. I wish you would hide me in the grave and forget me there until your anger has passed. But mark your calendar to think of me again. Can the dead live again? If so, this would give me hope through all my years of struggle, and I will eagerly await the release of death. You could call and I would answer, and you would yearn for me, your handiwork, for then you would guard my steps instead of watching for my sins. My sins would be sealed in a pouch, and you would cover my guilt. But instead, as mountains fall and crumble, and as rocks fall off a cliff, as water wears away the stones and floods wash away the soil, so you destroy people's hope. What a fucking dick. You always overpower them and they pass from the scene. You disfigure them in death and send them away. They never know if their children grow up in honor or sink to insignificance. They suffer painfully. Their life is full of trouble. Let the Lord bless his bullshit in Jesus' name.
Children of God, will you shout hallelujah?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, so
What the fuck? This is hell. This is load of depressing shit.
As we have been reading Job, I've just
You've just been what?
pitying the guy. Like, Kilo Day, he didn't ask for this. He didn't ask for God to be a
The guy went
gambler.
through a lot. Too. The guy
He didn't ask
went
for
through a lot.
he didn't
Yeah,
ask for God to be a
definitely.
gambler at all. Like,
As
God
in-
is Kilo Day.
God just went to Las Vegas on him.
Yeah,
Fucking
nah.
hell. How unfortunate. You go play Niger bet on top of your head.
If God should not go and boast about me. Anyway, he can't boast about me. But should not go and boast about me. He'll be like, I remember my daughter. Me, I don't do. Don't
Don't
go and
worry.
boast about me.
Now you do put them, you go boast on top. Then you do go broke.
Remember my son, Oyedepo.
Then you go collect all the
Collect all
nonsense
this
they
money.
talk. All the nonsense they talk. Okay, they talk anyhow before Abi.
Do you think Adeboye will allow him to take his money? Probably
Abi,
not.
according to them, God can do and undo.
What if God took Adeboye's son and some Abraham? Like, perfect.
But
That one is
unfortunately,
Adeboye's problem.
he actually has now. There is
And
them.
now, I know that's my point. Like, what if it was like Abraham? Like,
To what point? At what age? Why didn't he take it earlier?
and now,
Why did he have to
Abraham,
wait
how old
till-
was Abraham when God was like, come and give me your son?
Was it not 90, Abi?
Yeah, it was like 9.
But
That's when
Adeboye
Isaac
can have
came.
another
He must have
son
been
now.
older
He
than
will just
90.
have another son.
No, Adeboye has how many sons? I think 2 other sons now. Leke and one other one.
No, I'm saying if
Yeah,
God
no,
takes one, he will fine girl and born another one.
Oh,
Oh my
Okay.
God. I don't think
Normal.
Adeboye is like. Adeboye do that kind. It's possible.
are you sure? Come, you people. I don't trust all these pastors.
He's a pastor.
You
You
know,
can't.
everything is like film trick to the day it cast.
Abi.
Everything
To the
is
day
like
it
it's not
cast.
possible to the day it cast. So
Yeah.
let's
exactly.
just let's be agnostic about that.
Yeah. Definitely. Because the day we hear now, that's how all of us will be like, I can't do this kind of thing. I can't do this kind of
That's the he shock you. Oh, but it don't shock me. I was agnostic. So
we just
any
explode.
result would have not shocked me.
thing.
All right, so 15. All right.
15. Let me switch to
NLT.
Eliphaz's second response to Job. Then Eliphaz the Temanite replied, a wise man wouldn't answer with such empty talk. You are nothing but a windbag. The wise don't engage in empty chatter. What good are such words? Have you no fear of God, no reverence for him? Your sins are telling your mouth what to say. Your words are based on clever deception. Your own mouth condemns you, not I. Your own lips testify against you. Were you the first person ever born? Were you born before the hills were made? Were you listening at God's secret counsel? Do you have a monopoly on wisdom? Do you know? What do you know that we don't?
You don't say, wait.
All these
That statement. Do you have a monopoly on wisdom? Did you say you're wise? I would tell the year. Did you say you're wise?
Yeah, I will just tell you to prove yourself. Leave me alone. All this boasting to prove yourself. Do you know this? Where were you when I did this?
No,
Prove yourself. and rest. Leave me alone.
Now the apologies now. Eliphaz, the second and the third apology. Now they talk.
Yeah, now they talk. What do you know that we don't? What do you understand that we don't? He understands suffering. On our side are aged gray-haired men, much older than your father. Is God's comfort too little for you? Is his gentle word not enough? Has it taken away your reason? What has weakened your vision that you turn against God and say all these evil things?
Wait, sorry. This part, okay, it was even like giving excuse for God. This part.
Yeah, it was giving excuse for. No, it was telling Job not to say that kind of thing. He's like, Job,
don't talk that kind of rubbish. Are you blind?
Don't talk that kind of thing. Don't talk that kind of thing.
Like, what has weakened your vision? Are you blind?
You know they see road again. You know they see your mates. God and your mates.
And Job was probably blind at that time.
He was suffering so much.
Was he blinded? The devil blinded?
No, I was just saying. I don't think there's any mention.
No, it's possible. There's no mention of it, boys.
Have we read the boils parts? I think this is.
No, we've not. No.
Not yet gotten boils. Okay.
No, there's not yet gotten boils. Hi. Okay. He said, "Can any mortal be pure? Can anyone born of a woman be just? Look, God doesn't even trust the angels. Even the heavens are not absolutely pure in his sight. How much less pure is a corrupt, sinful person with a thirst for wickedness? If you will listen, I will show you. I will answer you from my own experience. And it is confirmed by the reports of wise men who have heard the same things from their fathers, from those to whom the land was given long before any foreigners arrived. The wicked writhe in pain throughout their lives. Years of trouble are stored up for the ruthless. The sound of terror rings in their ears, and even on good days, they fear the attack of the destroyer. They dare not go out into the darkness, for fear they will be murdered. They wander around saying, 'Where can I find bread?' They know their day of destruction is. That dark day terrifies them. They live in distress and anguish like a king preparing for battle, for they shake their fists at God, defying the Almighty. Holding their strong shields, they defiantly charge against him. These wicked people are heavy and prosperous. Their waists bulge with fat, but their cities will be ruined. They will live in abandoned houses that are ready to tumble down. Their riches will not last and their wealth will not endure. Their possessions will no longer spread across the horizon. They will not escape darkness. The burning sun will wither their shoots. The breath of God will destroy them. Let them no longer fool themselves by trusting in empty riches, for emptiness will be their only reward. They will be cut down in the prime of life. Their branches will never again be green. They will be like a vine whose grapes are harvested too early, like an olive tree that loses its blossoms before the fruit can form. For the godless are barren, their homes enriched through bribery will burn. They conceive trouble and give birth to evil. Their womb produces deceit. May the Lord bless the reading of the word in Jesus' name.
First thing.
It must collect stray bullet every time. It must collect. It must collect stray bullet. As in we cannot escape. We must be barren. Okay, I need to go and check my sperm count.
What does it mean for a womb to produce deceit?
No, be Rebecca be that. No, be she born Jacob.
It's true, Sha. That was FD. You know what? This last part, like the last 6 verses, I was picturing Mike Bamiloye doing one of those monologues in those fucking films. All those let no one longer fool themselves by trusting in empty riches, for emptiness will be their Mike Mount Zion films. It was just kind of a man, what the fuck?
Wait, there was a verse where he said, where Job said even God doesn't trust the angels.
Now this is like the thought I
angels
heard
have
this
free will, because me, I don't understand.
Say even heaven is not pure to him. So which hope? What hope do we have? Like what hope does anybody?
Since heaven is not pure for God,
you are fucked already from the beginning. Like he has poisoned the well.
Pure, but he wants all of us to go there.
I don't understand.
The well has been poisoned from the beginning. So you might be doing holy. You are still a menstrual rag to him. So man, you might as well get your freak on and stop disturbing yourself trying to be holy.
Because apparently he's too perfect for us now. Perfect.
Exactly.
He's a forming big guy.
It's too perfect, but it's a genocidal maniac.
Abio.
We are fresh out the first genocide from Noah.
A perfect genocidal maniac.
But it's too perfect for us.
And that's perfection. If you are not a serial killer, you're not close to God at all.
So in order to be like God, I need to commit genocide. So Hitler is quite holy.
Yeah, Hitler is
Hitler is holy.
You'll be surprised that Hitler
holy.
is
Stalin is holy. Who else is holy? All the people that killed the Native Americans are holy.
Seated at the right hand of the Father.
I swear to you,
no wonder America is prosperous now. You know, yes, they are doing it the way God would do it.
They are like Yahweh. They committed genocide. It's fucking hell.
Come and conquer places. Like, you know the way Israelites, God just say Israelites. Go conquer Canaan. Go conquer Canaan.
They are like God now.
Those were the arguments that these people used to enslave the native people now. Or to kill them. Oh no, they are like idol worshippers. They are this, they are that. That was the logic that they.
Just imagine, they eat children.
They didn't even need that. Like, slavery is well endorsed in the Bible. But
Abi, just treat your slaves. Don't flog them to death. Just make sure they don't die after 2 or 3 days. Just chill out. Don't kill them.
If you beat them anyhow.
Even if you remove their eye, as far as they're still there.
Mm-hmm.
As far as they're
if you remove their eye, you have to let them. You have to let them go.
You have to let them go. But like no punishment for you. Yeah, you're in the right.
It's fucking insane.
You let them go and buy a new slave so that you can remove that one's eyes.
Exactly. Buy fresh one. Buy fresh meat, fresh blood. And imagine.
Fucking hell.
And the Christian will not come and tell me that they are the beacon of moral purity.
Eh? What did you say?
Like a Christian will not say that they're the beacon of moral purity after all this rubbish.
Yes, now.
That is the Old Testament. You say that is the Old Testament.
Yeah, now. You see, the Old Testament is for history.
Waiting to Jesus Christ the same yesterday, today, and forever. Waiting to God never change. Unchangeable.
Off your mic. Jesus is.
He can never change. He can never change.
But when the song comes.
Something like you don't like old praise
you don't know. You don't know what's going on. He can never fail. He can never fail. He can never fail.
Jesus the same forever.
I will praise him forever. See, some of those songs, they just have a pattern.
And it's the same pattern that you will hear from one place to another.
And yet, it's sing a new song unto the Lord, but you're singing the same fucking songs. Please, what the fuck?
That shit is like a DJ mix. Like if you know one song, you can remember most of them.
As it
morning devotion.
Back home. Be together there, yes, man.
Come on, you don't even hear all these songs,
bro.
I swear.
You see, why do you think I still go to church?
The trauma is deep,
go to
man.
church.
Oh yes, I go to church.
What? I can't even stand it.
Boy, it gets
the height of masochism.
Aura is going to church on a mission. Don't mind that. She's on a mission. She's on a devilish mission. So.
Please continue your mission. Continue your mission.
Our mission is approved. Our mission has been approved by the committee of Luciferians.
Like I will stop going to church from.
No, please keep going to church and derailing people's heavenly race.
I don't derail people.
We need somebody on the inside.
Yes, we need somebody on the inside to derail heavenly race, make them tired. Heavenly race.
I don't feel that. I don't feel it. The reason I go to church is primarily because of my parents.
Isn't
that why everybody goes to church?
Exactly.
The last time I went to church was because my father was preaching and he wanted to show off his family, so I had to turn up.
Come on, Ranting, they used to show you up.
Yeah, these are my sons. See my sons. Yes, Baba don't score hat-trick now. 3 boys. So yeah, now.
Oh my God!
Well, last time I went to church was
2 out of the 3 are demonic.
Man,
Those are
They
bad
don't
odds,
leave
man.
the heavenly race.
One is an atheist, one is agnostic, one is still holding to progressive Christianity. But let us see how long.
Progressive Christianity is a leeway, but I find it that it's easier to convert a conservative Christian than to convert a progressive Christian.
Yes,
Primarily because
it's so diluted that
progressive Christians, the cognitive dissonance, they are okay with it. They are very okay with it. They're
they
like,
have no problem with it.
they have no problem with it. So when you want to convince them, they are hearing you, but they're not hearing you. But with the conservative Christian, like they are used to having things like exactly the way as God said. So
they are binary. They are either off or on.
And that's why it was so easy for me to become an atheist. Because once I saw that, oh, Bible is not inerrant. Oh, God is wicked. Oh, this, that. After a while, I'm like, nah, I can't do it again. Like I wanted to do diluted Christianity, but I couldn't do it at all.
Once you see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, you can't undo it. Like shit, man. It's hard.
Like diluted Christianity is like diluted Christianity is like, okay, for example, on gay matters, even though the Bible says stone them to death, a diluted Christian will come and tell you, see, God loves everybody. We cannot judge. Kinikon, whatever.
Sorry, that's touch.
There's a scripture to counter those verses.
Diluted Christians, even though Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever, and God never changes, they tell you that Old Testament God is different. See, we are in an era of grace. Well, he doesn't change.
So watch it when people say that thing that Old Testament is different from New Testament.
The times change.
We are under a new covenant.
Dispensation.
I'm like, okay. You see, your mommy is a pastor. She preaches on the podium. Daddy Paul said that women should not be preaching. What say you? Like
women should shut the fuck up and go.
That was for Corinth. That was for Corinth. But when it's time to say charity is long suffering. You still quote the same Corinthians, quote the same Galatians. You are not a Galatian, you are not a Corinthian. But when is the back end?
Madam, you are doing spoiler. Please, you have not gotten there. We are still I beg, don't spoil our Bible cinematic universe.
Okay.
The Feige of this show, please.
Sorry, no spoilers. Sorry.
Yeah, let's focus. So 16. Who's reading 16?
I'm you.
Oh yeah, nah.
Job's fifth speech, a response to Eliphaz. What is his name? Eliphaz. Somebody help me.
Oh yeah, nah.
Verse 1. Then Job spoke again. I have heard all this before. What miserable comforters you are. Won't you ever stop blowing out hair? What makes you keep on talking? I could say the same things if you were in my place. I could spout off criticism and shake my head at you. But if it were me, I would encourage you. I would try to take away your grief. Instead, I suffer if I defend myself, and I suffer no less if I refuse to speak.
Try.
Oh God, you have grounded me down and devastated my family. As if to prove I have sinned, you have reduced me to skin and bones. My gaunt flesh testifies against me. God hates me and angrily tears me apart. He snaps his teeth at me and pierces me with his. Wait, who be the writer for this? As in,
is it not Job?
It's too brutal.
Please, what's the meaning of the word gaunt? My English is not reached there. The meaning of the word gaunt. Gaunt means lean and haggard, especially because of suffering, hunger, or age. Holy fucking shit. Nigga is starving. Fuck. Carry on.
So, verse 9. God hates me and God hates me and angrily tears me apart, and he snaps his teeth at me and pierces me with his eyes. People jeer and laugh at me. They slap my cheek in contempt. A mob gathers against me. God has handed me over to the sinners. He has tossed me into the hands of the wicked. I was living quietly and he shattered me. He took me by the neck and broke me in pieces. Then he set me up as his target, and now his archers surround me. His arrows pierce me without mercy. The ground is wet with my blood. Again and again he smashes against me, charging at me like a warrior. I wear burlap to show my grief. My pride lies in the dust. My eyes are red with weeping. Dark shadows circle my eyes. Yet I have done no wrong, and my prayer is pure. Thank God for the talk this one here. O earth, do not conceal my blood. Let it cry out on my behalf. Even now, my witness is in heaven. My advocate is there on high. My friends scorn me, but I pour out my tears to God. I need someone to meditate between God and me as a person, between friends. For soon I must go down that road from which I will never return.
His friends are dicks. His friends are fucking dicks.
I'm a bit proud of Job because he actually speaks up and says that this nigga just did shit to me and I did nothing. You know, I like that.
Yes, now. I've been saying it since like God is just fucking me up.
Job is
what
like,
the fuck did I do?
see this nigga. Like I like what Job said. Job is like, nigga, like you say all this, you're apologetic. I am the baba of this thing. I know if you were in my shoes, I would have told you the same thing. But the key thing is that I'm not as wicked as you. I have sense more. If you told me that you did not do anything, I'll be like, okay, let's see, let's intercede for you, blah blah blah. Not that you'll be telling me that who am I? You know his friends. I don't even know how he became friends with those idiots.
They shouldn't be his friends.
Zero support.
I'll be disappointed at the writer. That's a fucked up arc. The arc is meant to be they're no more friends and everybody.
Just like when he gets everything, the friends will come and rejoice with him again. That's what just annoying me. Fake friends.
They will come chop.
Mm.
Those are fair weather friends.
My version of the Bible reads that verse 12, from verse 12 to verse 14, very, 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 very raw. Like
which version?
Don't tell me the message. English Standard Version, yeah. English Standard Version.
Give us one of the nastiest parts.
As in, it just says, I was at ease and he broke me apart. He seized me by the neck and dashed me.
What verse is that?
12. I'm starting from 12.
Okay.
Yeah. And dashed me to pieces. He set me up as his target. His archers surround me. He slashes open my kidneys and does not spare. He pours out my gall on the ground. He breaks me with breach upon breach. He runs upon me like a warrior.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the brutal way.
That sounds on Game of Thrones.
So Shaka Zulu shit.
What happened?
Oh, we're reading another version and it's
it shocked you to have
graphic.
I know, I'm wondering what you guys are complaining about.
It's Joe. Joe just the collect
Job
again.
was describing how God they fuck him up. Like in different depending on the
Job
version you are
16?
using. Job 14, yeah. Job 16, 16.
Okay.
Like it's just we just finished now. We are just reviewing the 16. Like
okay.
ESV is holy shit. Sounds.
I was given this Bible in 2018.
So everything in 2018. Okay.
I was given this Bible in 2018.
Oh, is it hard copy you have?
Yeah.
Now you.
It's a hard copy.
ESV sounds very entertaining.
After you, now you hard copy. You do hard copy 2022.
Ranting. I have I think 15 Bibles, different versions.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And 3 Qurans.
Whoa.
Mado.
After you, now you.
That means nobody can.
Christians going to do past this one.
Nobody can tell you. You go put on the back.
Okay,
I'm trying to get the Kama Sutra too.
You guys remember when Moher and Lucretia were saying that Africa is mostly Christian, right? Also, it's mostly Muslim, right? You know, Africa is 51% Christian. It's like
it's 51%
what? Yeah. I didn't hear that part.
I didn't hear you.
51% of Africa is Christian. Then I think
depends on who you ask.
Where are you getting it from? Where are you getting your statistics from?
Google.
Okay.
I thought Muslims were more, no?
It looks like as if they are more, but
Muslims will always tell you they are more, and Christians will always tell you they are more.
They are less.
But I hear that for Muslims most times.
And you know, Muslims fuck like hell, so...
No, it's like...
Yeah, so I will believe
they
it.
don't have laws.
Ranting, I don't think that's true. I think it's like, you see, a lot of us, our grandparents had like...
What I'm seeing here on Wikipedia, Christianity in Africa, Christians form 49% of the continent's population, so...
How do you change? It's 59.
Wait,
so it's
51%.
No, 2020. That's what Wikipedia is telling me now. As at 2020, Christians form 49% of the continent's population.
Christians are reducing.
I think the first way to look at
now we call some now. But wait. Sorry. I didn't see the other part. Sorry. With Muslims forming 42%. Atheists done they chop the numbers. Atheists done they fuck shit up. Oh shit. 42% Muslims. So Christians are the ones that even higher self. 49% Christians, 42%.
He goes still drop where
so the traditionalists and atheists are the 9% that are dangling.
You know, I think that because Christians have this victim mentality, everybody's out to get them, everybody hates them, they are persecuted. Yeah.
They need that Stephen King.
So
they jerk off to that shit.
Even if you tell them like you guys are the most, you guys are the biggest organizations, like you guys are the most powerful religious body in the world, to be like, no, it's not true. The Muslims. Yeah, you know, governments are no longer Christian again. It's not actually Christians. No, they're not real Christians. That thing, that they're not real Christians. I want to just carry a stick here and put it in someone's mouth. What does that mean?
Well, you know, Muslims have that shit too, like, but the only difference is that their own is a little bit true. They're actually discriminated against in some place.
No, the only place that's discriminated in is America and India.
At least those are some places. Is there any way that Christians are
Islamophobic? They make very Islamophobic laws.
What did you say, Naswa?
Kenya makes a lot of Islamophobic laws. Kenya, I believe 100%. Our general public is very Islamophobic. Even when you hear
with good reason,
it's very, very good.
All these pedophiles
did in Sudan. Yeah.
Well, based on the recent threat to my life, I am forced to be Islamophobic.
I'm sorry for that part.
Look what happened in South Sudan. In Sudan, right? The whole crisis. So this place
those fuckers are prone to violence.
Wait, let me just give you the genesis here. This place is not broken up, but the gangs and the parties that are being developed here are still Muslims. What are these Muslims doing to women and children? Raping them on the streets.
But let's be for real. Like, they suffer bigotry, yes, because they don't cause harm in America. But they are just because they are Muslims, they should be left alone.
Someone said that Kenya said
that's why in America Muslims are aligned with the left. In America, Muslims are increasingly aligning with the left.
But the problem is,
which is interesting. You see, Muslims are
if
trans,
they have power,
Muslims are gay, Muslims are feminists.
Anyway,
like,
if you know, people always say this. Like, I think who was accusing us in one room? I think it was Lucretia saying that if everybody is atheist, that we will not try to force everybody out, using China as an example. But I'm not like, no, what the reason why China is doing what they are doing, because they're running a communist state. When you run a secular democracy, everybody has a seat at the table. That is the difference. So Muslims will have a seat, Christians will have a seat, atheists will have a seat.
Exactly. All religions are welcome.
Nobody is going to try to trump the rights of everybody. So any law that is made is going to be made outside of religion. Because the only way for that to work is a government that is free of religion, in order for freedom of religion to work. But America is about to lose that. So
and
they're in trouble.
When you say that, I think of like France. You know, for a long time, people have been saying how Islamophobic France is, right? But when France make these laws, they're not limited to Muslims. They affect everyone, because even nuns aren't allowed in public spaces when they've covered their hair. So for a long time, I always thought, France is Islamophobic until I saw all this news of nuns refusing to take off their the head thing at public buildings. So I'm just like, at least
if you say they are
everyone
religion phobic.
Actually, they say
which is a good thing.
France is very secular, right?
Yes, my thing about the France too. As much as I may not like most Islam.
The fucking Muslims are having the guts to want to be killed. They killed somebody in France now. Didn't they kill somebody in France?
And now let me explain what I'm trying to
They've
get
killed
at.
multiple people in France.
Yeah, wasn't there a thing about a comic that a French newspaper did? What was the name of that newspaper? I guess.
Yeah, Miss go.
Yeah, so what I don't like most, I hate the hijab. You guys know I hate the hijab. I still feel like the government should not tell you what to wear. You should be allowed to wear what you want to wear. Now, on the case of Muslims killing people, I felt like a Muslim man killed a woman because wearing a short thing. He killed her. Like, let's just be honest.
Yeah, I think France, we can accuse France of having overreach and kind of giving China.
And they overreach themselves.
Yeah,
after that one, I understand that
forcing
persecuted.
What the law should be like. If you are forced to wear this, report. Wear this if you want to. Not you must not wear this. So that is an overreach by France. If they are saying nuns must not wear their cover head, hijab must not be worn.
So if you
the law is ranting.
Yeah.
The law is they ban every religious paraphernalia.
So crosses are not, people don't wear crosses.
Yes, you can't wear a cross. You can't wear Hindu people can't wear the turban.
See, let's be honest.
That is an overreach.
France has a history with religion.
That's why I get France is like say France is it will create unnecessary fake persecution complex.
Yeah, it does.
An unnecessary persecution complex by doing that kind of law. What it should be done is anybody that is forced to wear those against their will. That's where the problem is. Not telling them not to wear. They will now feel, they will now start claiming persecution that does not exist. That law is fucked up. They should allow people to wear their hijab, wear their nunnery dresses, wear their crosses if they want to. It is where they are forced. But because I think they're trying to find an easy way out. That's why they banned everything. Banning everything creates
and
a
if you know France,
complex.
it's known for overreach when it comes to.
That is overreach. Macron.
I think Sante wanted to explain France's relationship with religion.
Okay, that's Sante.
Yeah, like they have a terrible history with Christianity. France has a history of forced Christianity before they become a secular nation. When they were a monarchy. It's kind of like flipping the tables over so that this thing doesn't come out.
And that doesn't make anything better. If they are doing what was done to them, then they are making the secularism look pointless. If they are forcing people to not wear what they want to. Yes, they are deluded to believe that this is their right. Let them wear it. As long as their delusion is not being forced on another person, that's where the problem now starts. But because I see that the state is saying that how do we monitor that? That's why they just went a blanket law. Nobody should wear. That is it will cause future problems and create unnecessary unnecessary persecution complex. All them Pogba and Co would invest say, I want to wear my Muslim cap. Say I should not wear. So you understand a lot of these black African French people are Muslims because they came from Senegal, Mali, and all that. So they want to rep their religion and make Islam look cool. But we know it's not cool. But let them practice it. Let them practice it. As long as they are not like US, a lot of mosques are under surveillance by the FBI, which I'm like, yes, please monitor them. Monitor them. I don't care how they feel. Monitor those folks.
Well, Ranty, I think like one of the reasons why they are strict with this is like I saw one stat that said like I think in 40 years time, then France will be like the Muslims will be very much the population, like taking a very high percentage because the way they are multiplying, like the rate at which
like
they multiply
virus.
now is crazy. Yes,
so that's
and
the fear.
true. So
But that would
they won't do
suggest that
currently.
the law was made for Muslims, which I don't think it was.
It will create
That's what I was saying.
complex.
It has always been peddled as Islamophobic thing rather than, like you're saying, overreach thing.
Because
Honestly,
most Christians,
I
most
don't-
Christians don't
in my-
wear
Yeah, I don't
paraphernalia.
want I don't
In my
want to
opinion.
see here whether it's a
In my
government
opinion.
or a organization telling people what to do. Like you don't get to determine what people wear. So a black woman wants to scarf her hair now. You know how the man do her hair now, or wear a gele or whatever it is, and we go out. What are we also going to join in? Because it's all hair scarves that cover your hair that are not allowed. So that means even us too, even if we're not religious and we want to scarf our hair, want to wear a gele, we are banned from it. So
No, Gele is
this
not
one here-
religious, so you won't fall in that shit. Ziatali, you want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say, in my opinion, they actually made those rules for Muslims.
Yeah.
But in order not to, feel the wrath of the whole Muslim community,
They can't make them general.
yeah,
Man, politics is a fucking dirty game, man.
because honestly, nuns are not disturbing anybody.
Abi, they are not.
Nuns
This
are
one said
hot.
me they tie their own book. I just like them.
Don't lie. You watch California season 1, episode 1. Californication,
I know
rather.
what-
Californication season 1, episode 1.
Nah, at all.
If you watch it, you'll be suspecting every nun is fucking hot. All right.
Normally, me, I know they even like that. Non
watched it,
thing. They don't to use them do different things.
Californication.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe wrap up. Time don't go. Maybe wrap up.
Let me open the room or something.
Mhm,
You want to open the
Maybe
room?
wrap up. Yeah.
Okay.
We open the room. Maybe go move there. Maybe wrap up. Our 1 hour mark don't reach. Yeah. I finished Bible study and religious paraphernalia.
That French head covering law is just from 2011, so Ziatel is probably right. That it's directed at Muslims.
Now see, Muslims will be persecuted in countries where they are not the majority. But let them have power. Thereby, you're in trouble.
True that.
The ironical part is when they are in a country where they are the minority, the right they are given, if you compare it to the right they give minorities in their own majority countries, it is worlds apart.
Yeah.
They don't give other voices a chance.
That is very true.
And trying to revenge might seem consolatory, but it's just, just makes sense, yeah. That's it will make
You can imagine, it will be counterproductive at the end.
Yeah,
of
because they will form persecution complex, which you don't want.
No. Like that Charlie Hebdo attack, it's probably like backlash against stuff like this.
So
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Everybody follow, everybody enter the room. I go shut down now.
Let's go there.
Thank you for listening to this episode. Please subscribe up Apple, Spotify, Google, YouTube, and other places you find podcasts. Then check out the links for how you can join us for this Bible study if you're interested. We'd love to have you there. Have a great week, and I will catch you on the next one.